is going on YouTube? Just another gaming channel, bring you just another game. Now, as you can see here, the modifiers, melee kills do bonus damage. We also have trick on, so your abilities, grenades, and your melee also charge very slowly. And I could be wrong, but I think being hit while you're in the air is also a problem. But this week's challenge is melee kills. Melee kills are the ones that give you the bonus damage. You know, the very first week it was precision shots. This week it was the second week it was grenade damage. Now this week it's precision shots. Now, at first I really struggled with I'm running this with my warlock. I'm going to be running this Prison of Elders with all of my characters. Now I'm doing it 2-man with with 2 man in it, just my boy Erim. And I thought, well, do I do full strength? So I've got double Arcahara, the claws of Ahamkara, so that I can get the double melees in, because they will guarantee you a kill on an ad when they're fully charged. But actually, that's not that necessary, because from this level and the next level after this and the final level, you can damage enemies with grenades. Well, grenades are sometimes a little bit too powerful, but you can damage enemies with a couple of shots to the kneecaps and then melee them and get the extra points. Now, primary weapons, there's a modifier on that primary weapons have more damage. So I'm just staying alive here because my teammate's gone down. So there's one issue on this level. One of the modifiers that the boss has is that basically he constantly drains you're draining up your super, which the trickle modifies on anyway. So you're draining up your super, and then he'll just see this ball of energy. I didn't know this. Apparently, if you jump in and out of that, as my teammate's doing there, it will give you your super energy back, or some of it, or stop the drain. I'm not quite sure how that works yet because this is my first run through, but I'm pretty sure that's what happens. So the boss himself acts like, God, like a Tekken captain. He's just like, he's like this, Dragon Ball Z, just spitting those black balls of energy at you over and over and over again. So I'm using the Trials of Osiris scout rifle here, just to do as much DPS to the boss as possible. And on this map, the best technique is when you see the boss, just DPS him, grenade him, use your heavy on him, and then just go hunting for the actual enemies, because they don't come to you on this map. They stay spread around. So here we go. So try and cover a couple of shots in melee and bonus damage for that. A couple of shots in if I can. Oh no, mister. Or double melees if you can't get the shots in double melees. And like I said at the start of this round, I was very concerned about how to set up my class. I mean, how could I feed everything into strength to give me the double melees? But it's really not necessary because the enemies aren't hard enough. So if you don't have your melee charged, then a couple of shots and bang is dead. A couple of shots, bang is dead. A couple of shots, bang is dead. So as you can see, you've no problems. Do not try this with a shotgun. Chances are you're just going to melt the faces. You don't want to melt the faces and go in for melee and go, oops, no points. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit sluggish. It's 1:37 in the morning here in the UK, and I've been waiting all day to play with some of my boys doing Iron Banner and this, and nobody seems to be on, or people are on but they're doing it with other players, or they're doing it on their own. So I thought I'd take a couple of sleeping tablets and get in bed and try and get a few hours sleep, and then get back up and see if anyone's playing. But then I thought, God, I've recorded the entire run of Prison of Elders with my warlock. I've recorded probably 5 or 6 matches of the Iron Banner games that I've been having. Iron Banner's rotating through all the different maps as per usual. We've had some Mars maps, we've had some Earth maps, we've had the Dreadnought maps. I've had some good games, I've had some bad games, I've had some really bad games. So for you, I think this is probably the hardest level, the first one, just because of this drain. I mean, it slows you down. You've never got your super ability. You rarely have your grenades. But see, I'm jumping in on this, and I'm not quite sure what to do, and then it hits me with this thing. Well, is that energizing my super bar? Is that where's my super bar? I don't know. Anyway, I'll have to talk to my friend about it and get back to you on that. As soon as I realise what the mechanics behind that is, I'll let you know. I thought you had to destroy it personally, but apparently if you jump through it, it regens all your abilities and things. So this suppressed field only lasts for a short amount of time. So yeah, just DPSing the boss as much as possible on this first round. And again, it's just about ad hunting. It is all about hunting for those little sons of a bitches. And here we go, bit slap. Oh, see, when it's fully charged, you can take them down. Now it gets a little bit harder on later. You fight, I think, the Vex on the very final mission. And it's a little bit harder because we're talking triple slaps to take those bad boys down. Luckily, I think Bad Boy joins in. One of my teammates joins in on the Hive one. Is it the Hive that's the final one? I'm not sure. Might be Vex that's the second one. Hive the final one. Nonetheless, it takes 3 hits without a melee charge to take down some of the ads. So I was trying to think of a build that could help you guys. Now, a full strength build to get those melee attacks up is good. Now, I suppose if you're not going to use the Void Walker and you're going to use the Stormcaller, there is the option. I can't remember which perk it's called, but basically, every time you get a kill with a grenade, you get your melee charge back, and every time you get a kill with your melee, you get your grenade back. Now the only problem is you're going to lose some of those kills to grenades, which you need the points from the melees, but hopefully you can outmatch what you lose in the equivalent exchange, if that makes sense. So I don't know what you boys think to this Trials of Osiris scout rifle. It's fully automatic, which I am using it as, but I can actually fire faster than full auto if I just manually trigger it. Because I was amazed at first that I was using it and it wasn't full auto yet. I'm not quite sure. Got the trial sniper out here. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Low impact. It's nice looking. Oh, well, sorry, I swapped back to the scout rifle there. It was a nice looking sniper rifle. We'll try and do DPS to the boss here, and I get taken down. So I think we can aim for about if you can aim for about 5,000 points for your first round, 15 for your second, that'll leave you on 20,000, and that'll only leave you 10,000 to get on your final run, which your total is 30,000 if you're going for your initial score to try and get that weapon. Now I ended up getting the Queen's hand cannon, and the hand cannon itself is nice. It looks nice. It feels like it's got some power, but the rolls on it are embarrassingly bad. So she's going to be infused into I do not know what, and I am stuck because I've got all these weapons that I want to infuse. I mean, there's a Boolean Gemini, which is a massively underrated scout rifle, I think. But if people wanted to run that armor on that, you get a non-headshot with that and you get armor with it. It lasts for 20 seconds, that extra armor, and then you kill another guy, and you got another extra. It stacks 3 times, so you've got 60 seconds of armor as long as you don't get the headshots. And so it's easy to do. 1, 2 to the head, 1 to the body, or 2 to the head, 2 to the body, finish them off. And I've gone in red health and finished off 2 other players before, and they couldn't understand it. They probably thought I was cheating, but no, I wasn't. This is why I use my last 3 coins here, and you never guess what I got. You never guess what I get with my 3 coins. Are you ready, boys and girls? Are you ready? You ready? You ready? Oh, oh.
Go back
Oh,
to airlock.
oh, absolutely nothing. God damn it, Bungie. You guys suck balls. You can suck these nuts. Got it. Got him. Got him. Anyway, I'm tired. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this up into 3 sections. This will be section 1. I'll do round 2 later on and post this up when I'm a little bit more awake so that I can actually pronounce my words properly. So anyway, I hope you appreciate that first run, and I shall see you for round 2 of Prisons of Elders week 3. Thank you very much for watching, and YouTube. Cheers.